We'll just start with an opening statement, Coach, on tonight's win.
I couldn't be more proud of our group. It's one thing for us to believe as coaches, but it's another thing for them to believe as players. And I felt like we had the best week of practice this week. I felt like, of course, it helped having all 9 players to be available tonight. But I just felt like we were unselfish in every way tonight. Every player on the offensive and defensive end, we executed the game plan to a T. We knew Campbell was going to expect us to play zone because that's what we played the majority of the year. And we played, at 85% of the game. And so they got out there and they did it. I told them, I said, hey, this is your game. It's your game to win or lose. And we led for 3 of the 4 quarters. We made 25 field goals. We only had, let me make sure I say that right. Yep, 13 assists on 25 buckets, and we finished the game tied on the boards. And so we talk about we're going to compete, rebound, and defend every single game, and we felt like we did that when that led to a W for us.
You look up and down the box score. I mean, contributors all over, maybe not in points, but, Sammy Ackles, 10 rebounds, a couple blocks. Taylor Henderson, the point total is always going to be there with her, but tonight, team high 6 assists, 2 blocks, I think a steal.
Yep.
Just talk about, the overall and well-balanced effort from everybody. It seems like everybody contributed, whether they played 5 minutes or 40 minutes tonight.
100% agree. We could go down the line, but this was my favorite game that Taylor Henderson's played. I thought she was very unselfish and made the right plays majority of the time. Her and Evan Miller have been consistent for us all year long in terms of scoring. Mengale had the game of her life, and she's starting to believe in what we're asking her to do, and we need her to be able to score within the paint. Her and Sammy, who was great, offensively and defensively. But the player I want to talk about that nobody will think to talk about is McCall King, because Sha Tooley is one of the best shooters in the league, and she was on her all night long, and she shot 2 for 10, and that's because she was on her the majority of the time and didn't give her any open shots. And so it was a team effort from the top to bottom, and we're going to need that to go to beat a very hungry Hampton team on Sunday.
How important was getting out to that early lead? I think it was maybe 14-4, 12-3, whatever the case may be. Just kind of energized them, and for the first time this year, honestly, I felt like they were energized and they were focused from the tip-off all the way. It was, like you said, probably the most well-rounded and complete game they played this year.
It definitely was. We've said that we haven't played 4 quarters all year. We haven't. We might have played a good half here or a good quarter here, but this was the first game that we played a full game, and we weren't great, in that third quarter. We allowed them some easy things and made some mistakes, but it's not about being perfect. It's about having the next play mentality and being able to get out and execute on that next play. And so I thought they did that. And like you said, they believed from the beginning. It started with practice. And, I tell them all the time, you do in the game what you do in practice. And that's what they did today because they had a great week of practice.
Defensively, really felt like they were disciplined. Mm-hmm. I don't know if maybe it was the shots were falling, but it seemed like they had that little extra oomph in their step. The football passes, the long passes, they're up, they're tipping them. Sammy with a couple blocks, Taylor getting steals as usual. Right. Just how does that kind of how do they play off each other? The offensive success versus get that defensive energy that they showed tonight.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we have to rely on our defense, and that's what we've talked about since day one. We worked on defense, and I think today they believed, and it didn't matter what defense we were in. We stayed in the man because it was effective, but they believed and they communicated at a high level, and that's the next level that we talk about getting 1% better. We thought they got 1% better in that area, and that made up for a lot. I looked up at Sammy switching on folks. Sammy's not supposed to be switching, but she wasn't going to let Sha Tooley shoot a 3, and she leveled her and made her shoot a tough shot. Like, those are winning plays. And they deserve every bit of what they feel right now.
Now you have this jubilation of winning at home, beating a rival just down the street. You got another game on Sunday, as you mentioned, against, like you said, a very hungry Hampton team. Close games both times they played here last year, and just how do you kind of take this momentum and carry it forward, and not just saying, okay, we won, we're good. You're gonna on to the next one?
Well, we're going to enjoy it tonight. Absolutely. We've lost a lot of games, and so I want them to enjoy this tonight. But tomorrow when we get back in here, we're going to get back to the things that we did to win this game. Hey, the execution in our scout shells, the focus on the box outs, which I know we had a lull there at the end, but they were much better. Like, those are the things, executing offensively, setting screens, our pace within our offense. And we're just going to, we're going to rest, we're going to watch film, and we're going to get in there and do the main things that we need to do. And we feel like if we do the same things we did tonight, that we'll be in good shape.
Coach, before the game, the pregame clinic with National Girls and Women's in Sports Day, all the sports here, interacting with the community, the kids in the community, just teaching them. I mean, it was a lot of fun, really fun to see. I know you were preparing for a game, but you did sneak in there for a little bit. Just how exciting and how happy are you that things like that are happen here, and specifically before your game?
I was one of those kids, that was at the clinics and went to every opportunity that I could to play a sport. And I think it's important for us to, have opportunities for the young girls to come to, as you said, do some different sports, but then watch one as well. And I tell our girls, they're heroes to some of those young girls out there. And, we owed it to them to get out here and play well for them. And so thank you to all the parents who brought your kids out. I think we had about 60 kids. Please come back. We'd love to have you. I know the girls signed autographs after the game, and it seems like they had a great time. So bring them back, please.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.